If you want more visibility and authority, but you hate the idea of constant self promotion, then this episode will help you see why a survey might be the most aligned strategy you will ever use. Hey there, and welcome back to She Coaches Coaches. I'm Candy Motzek, your coach and host. I'm so glad you're here today. This episode is especially for the quiet achievers, the thoughtful leaders, my coaches who want to make a meaningful impact in the world, but they don't resonate with big performances or flashy marketing or constant self promotion. If you've ever thought, I want more clients, I want to be trusted, but don't want to be loud, I don't want to be all over social media, then this episode is for you. Is running a survey one of the best visibility and authority strategies for coaches who don't love self-promotion? So let's talk about it. The clients that I work with are thoughtful professionals. They're highly trained. They've got years of experience and they care deeply about their clients. They want visibility. They want a sustainable business. They want to do work that feels aligned with their values and their personality. But most traditional marketing that we see online feels kind of self-focused. It feels like, look at me, watch my life, here's what I'm doing, here's what I've achieved. And so many coaches, especially the introverts or the quiet leaders, they find this very draining and it feels misaligned. This is where a survey becomes a powerful approach. One of the big reasons that surveys are so effective for these quieter coaches is that it changes the dynamic. So instead of promoting yourself, you're actually highlighting the people that you serve. Instead of talking about your wins, you're talking about their world. Instead of pushing out content, you're gathering truth. A survey isn't about broadcasting, it's about listening, which is so aligned with us coaches, right? And listening builds trust faster than the endless content mill ever will. Coaches who don't want to feel salesy often worry that they're going to look unprofessional or invisible if they don't constantly show up online, and they don't even enjoy being on the social media treadmill. But authority doesn't come from volume. It comes from clarity and leadership. What happens when you run a survey is that you become a researcher, a guide, a curator of insight, a leader with perspective. And people start to see you as somebody who understands their world, someone who sees their patterns, someone who cares about what's going on with them, and somebody who can name what others feel but can't articulate it. This is a quiet, grounded, powerful authority. And I mean powerful in every sense of the word. So when you understand what your audience cares about more deeply, and you understand your audience themselves more deeply, everything becomes easier. Your content is easier, your coaching is easier, making offers, any conversations, public speaking, all of those things become easier. You speak with more clarity because you know exactly what they're struggling with. You speak with more confidence because you've got real insight behind your message. You speak with more compassion because you've seen the truth. This is especially helpful for coaches who don't want to shout and be loud online, because clarity becomes your visibility. And that's the clarity about what's going on with the people you want to support. This is one of the most important points. Many coaches, especially the thoughtful, highly sensitive ones, find traditional marketing feels kind of like a performance, and they feel like they always have to be on all the time. And frankly, it's quite draining. But a survey removes that pressure. It removes the pressure to entertain or impress, because you're not actually the center of attention. Your insight is, your clarity is, your leadership is. And this kind of authority attracts clients who value depth over flashiness. One of the most beautiful benefits of running a survey is that it allows you to lead conversations in your niche without needing to dominate the space. You're not shouting or performing. You're sure not chasing attention. What you're doing instead is guiding and teaching and sharing insight and elevating the conversation. This is the kind of leadership thoughtful coaches thrive in. This can be a relief. It can be a relief for many of the introverted, highly sensitive people who want to build a coaching business. Because instead of wondering about what to post or what to say, your survey gives you a clear list of topics that your audience cares about. And from all of that data and those conversations that you've had, you can create posts, reels, podcasts, workshops, frameworks, emails, all out of that data that your ideal clients have already told you about. All of it feels grounded because it's based on real insight, not on guesswork. Most coaches are doing the same things. When you go and you look at any social media platform, go and watch what's happening on Instagram. They're sharing quotes, they're talking about their journey, they're trying to be everywhere, doing everything at once. They're trying to be entertaining. When you bring original insight to your audience, you stand out immediately. You aren't repeating what everyone is saying. You're adding something meaningful to the conversation. And this is how people remember you. This is how people begin to trust you. And this is how people will choose you. So if you're considering how can you build authority in a way that feels aligned with your personality, consider that running a survey might be one of the most powerful strategies available to you because it allows you to lead without performing. It allows you to build trust quietly, to gain clarity quickly, and to understand your audience deeply. Speak with confidence, create those aligned offers, and stand out. And you do this in a way that doesn't require the constant loud self-promotion. You do it by having conversations with people and asking them questions. You do it by issuing a survey, inviting people to take part in it. And then you do it by sharing what you learn from all of those people. You get to be yourself, you get to be thoughtful and grounded, and you still get to build your business in your way. So if you would like to explore whether a survey is right for you, is this a strategy that might work for you? I'd love to invite you to a call. I've placed a link in the episode notes for you to book some time. We can talk about it, see if this is the kind of approach that might work for you and with your niche. And if you'd also like to see what the Coaching Business Growth Survey, what the report looks like, I've got that link in the episode notes as well. Go and download that report, have a look, and learn about your business, learn about what's going on in the coaching industry. And I hope you find it so, so valuable. I can't wait to talk to you again on the next episode. Have a great day.